Hey everyone, it's Liz with Liz Art Finds, and today we're going to do haul number 10. I can't believe it's already been 10 hauls. And we're going to go through everything I found this week. It was hard this week because the shelves were bare and the places were so crowded. But I found some stuff, and we're going to call this video Liz Goes Way Outside Her Comfort Zone. I got some really interesting things, but some of them are in my wheelhouse and some of them are clearly not. So we'll go through them all. We'll talk about how much I paid for them. And so I don't forget in this video, because it seems like I always forget at the end, I spent about $100 total. It was just under 100, like 99 and change. The potential profit, like the sales on everything, should be around 400 to 500. On the conservative side, 400. So it's definitely 4 times my money. But it was a weird week. So I went out on Friday night, and I found a few things, a couple good things, a couple not so good things, but I found a few things. And then I went out yesterday to 4 different thrift stores, and God, it was hard because, first of all, the stores were just so crowded. Like, everybody was out thrifting yesterday. And the shelves were pretty picked over, so it was a lot of kind of looking things up and passing. So I spent a lot of time learning a lot of things, but not picking up a lot of things. However, I ventured away from my happy little hard goods place and looked in some other areas. I have been buying more clothing, which I talked about. I'm into the tie-dye. Now, this is not one I found recently, but this is like a $300 shirt that I did thrift for like $6 or something. Anywho, I'm getting off track. Let's get started. I'm going to show you the most exciting thing I found on Friday night. This is Department 56. It is a ornament. It is cobalt glass. It is stunning. And I'm going to take it out and show you because it is just so beautiful. Okay, so, oh my gosh, look at this thing. Look at this. Okay, so I'm going to try really hard not to break it because y'all know I'm really good at breaking things. Okay, so it's beautiful. It's not damaged or broken or cracked or anything. It is pristine. It's just beautiful. It's probably been used. I mean, it's got the little hangy thing on it, but it still has its box. It's still in excellent condition, and I'm really excited about this one. So I found this one, I said Friday night. It was hidden in the back of a shelf, tucked behind some wreaths and stuff. So again, keep looking, look where people aren't looking, because people are looking at like eye level. They're seeing what they see and they're not digging. So definitely dig. I'm excited about that. I spent, let's see, $4.99 on that, $5. They're selling for between $20 and $48. So it just depends. The sell-through is pretty good on them. I don't know because, you know, obviously the sell-through rate is the past 90 days since it's after Christmas. I don't know how many people are looking for this now, but I may get this up, get this listed this week anyway. Okay, the other thing I found in the hard goods was this cat mug. I like it. It's got all these little cats on it. The brand is Spectrum Design. I saw somewhere that it was affiliated with oh gosh, and I forget now, with a donut company or something, but they're selling. I got it for 99 cents, and these are selling typically for between $9.99 and $14.99, or what I'm seeing on the solds. But anything with cats these days does really well, so I picked him up. Kind of happy about that one. And then I picked up something that I shouldn't have picked up because, you know, I do that sometimes. I get all excited when I see like mug sets, and this was a set of 4 mugs. It says Passion, Friends, Dreams, and Miracles. And they're really pretty. They don't look like they have any use other than the Miracles. For some reason, the Miracles one, the writing is really faded. but the other 3 look fantastic. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that way, if it's just supposed to be like a light pink. But anyway, when I looked it up in the store, and I don't think I was looking for solds, I did see comps around $25, and I paid $2.99 for the whole set of 4. But as I was looking for it to prepare for the video today, I see no solds. So these may end up staying with me. We're gonna try them for a little while, see if anybody wants them. I have a yard sale. The community that I live in does a yard sale twice a year, so I may do that. Or they may just live with me. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The other thing that I was really excited about, people don't know what they're looking at sometimes. So this, I have one of these hanging by my door, so that's how I know what this was. It's by a company called Natural Renaissance. They do different kinds of these, but what I use it for is a key magnet. So I have like double stick tape on the back of mine, and I have it by my door, and when I have a small keychain, I hang it on there. This kind, I looked on their website, is supposed to stick to a refrigerator or a file cabinet. Now, like I said, I put double stick tape on mine, so it works just fine by my door. But you can use it to hang keys and hang anything that's got a magnet. They're super, super strong magnets. These sell new for $50 on their website. The used ones are selling on eBay for around $42. And it's handmade, it's inlaid wood. The type of wood is actually listed on here. So I think this is a really good pickup, and it's not the kind of thing most people are gonna know what they're looking at. So I was excited to find that amongst all the crazy. So that was Friday night, just those 4 things. I spent $19, just under $19 on Friday night. Then I went out yesterday to 4 places, 3 of which I found things, 1 of which I did not. The very last place, I spent like an hour there and learned a lot of things, looked up a lot of things, and did not pick up anything because there just really wasn't much there at all. But anyway, I had a good morning. I drove a little further out to some of the stores a little further away from me, which is always fun. So the most exciting thing, or one of the most exciting things I found there, this is old, it's heavy. All right, so this, super heavy, is a cast iron gingerbread pan. It says the gingerbread house, and it's double-sided, and it has basically the molds for the sides of the house, the chimney. It's even got little tree molds and people molds, and the roof. It's got all the different pieces. So it's really cool. It's in really great condition. Super heavy though. It's from 1985, John Wright Company. Sell-through rate on these are insane. So right now the sell-through rate is, I think it was like 100 listed, 300 sold, something like that. It was right around 300%. Now, the sell-through rate basically looks at the last 3 months. So the last 3 months were October, November, December, when everybody was making gingerbread houses, right? So I don't know how well it'll sell right now, but I picked it up for $4.99. Basically they're selling between 45 and 60. And like I said, it's got the highest sell-through rate of anything I've ever looked up. So I was pretty excited about that. Well, except that gun last week, the Nerf gun. Yeah, but anyway, this is, it's insane. It's super heavy. So that was like my only find in hard goods in that entire place. So I had to venture out. I'm gonna put it down on the floor so I don't break anything, like my glass table. Okay, so I ventured out into other parts of the store. I spent a lot of time in clothing. I found some stuff. I found 3 shirts in women's and 1 in men's, all tie-dye-ish. So this one, I love this because it is one of a kind. So the brand is actually Next Level, and I looked them up, and they actually make blanks. So basically they supply the t-shirts that people use to make t-shirts. Okay, so someone made this. It is one of a kind, hand dyed with the really good dyes. So it is a V-neck. It is a women's large, extra large. It's a big one, but it's small. It's an extra large, but it's in the in that really, really tight style, like the Bella canvas. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those. So I tried this on, and I'm a medium, and it fit me well in the chest, and it was droopy in the underarms. So on someone who would wear a large or an extra large, it might fit in the shoulders and stuff, but it will be tight. You know, it fits body hugging, okay? But I love this. You know, probably not a huge profit on it. I bought it for $4.99. The t-shirts at this place are $4.99, which is great because in Virginia, they keep doing the $6.49 thing, which makes me crazy, but with the tie-dyes. But in Maryland, they were $4.99. So this particular one, I'll probably get between 15 and 18 for, probably a little closer to summer. I will get it listed soon though. The next one I found is a geode dye. And I'd never even heard that term until I looked it up. I did a lens search on it, and it's also a V-neck. This is probably a lady's small. I tried it on. It's a little snug on me. The tags were cut out of this, so it's really, there's no way of really knowing. But I think on a medium, it's going to be tight. I think probably a small, and it might be big on an extra small. So I think it's a small shirt for women, but it's cool, right? So these geode shirts sell really well. Like, who knew, right? Whole new thing to me. And I mean, I did tie-dye for a long time. I think I told you guys I had a tie-dye business. Knew nothing about geode dyes, so that must be kind of new. And that one, the similars on those are selling around $36, which is crazy, right? So I'll probably get a little less for mine. It's not, some of the ones that we're selling are like really vibrant. But we'll see, you know, we'll see. I think it's a good pickup for $4.99. The other one I found is a Rainforest Cafe. And this one is vintage. It is from the 90s. It's a completely different lion than they have on their shirts these days. It's got the Rainforest Cafe logo on the shoulder, but it's just got this really fun lion print. And then, you know, the backing on it is this tie-dye shirt. So it's a really fun piece. Now this one is also a small, men's small, women's small. It's a unisex small. Strangely, it was in the women's section, but it's a men's t-shirt. And that's just a really fun one. So the Rainforest Cafe shirts are selling 18 to 25. Again, I paid $4.99 for mine. And then the last t-shirt I picked up was in the men's department. It is a brand called The Mountain. And they've been around for a while, but they got into t-shirts in the end of the 1990s, like around 1997, 1999, something like that. And they partnered with a company that did these animal images on the tie-dyes or for the tie-dyes. I think it was early 2000s. Did I write it down? I did not write it down, but I looked it up. And I think they said between 1999 to 2004. And oh my gosh, we're having a massive snowstorm right now. A little squall passing through. Was not forecast, but it's snowing hard. Anywho, narwhal t-shirt. And this one's bigger. This one is not a small. This is a medium. Still on the smaller side. But really nice shirt. So again, $4.99 on that. And those are selling for about, I wrote down $25.70. That was the latest sold that I found. But, you know, 20 to 25 probably on that. Maybe a little bit more. I also went over to the toys. Because like I said, hard goods, there just was nothing. Like really bad. I found this, it's a card game. Okay, and it's kind of a make your own adventure card game. All the pieces are there. You know, it's not a huge seller. It's not a huge profit. I paid $5 for it, and they're selling probably 12 to 18, so maybe around 15, maybe 12. So, I mean, you know, there's a little bit of money there. It's not a huge money maker, but I was trying so hard to find things and just really struggling. So, and then the last thing I picked up a boy's belt. This is 100% leather, made in Mexico. I got it for $2.99. I thought it was nicely done. I also had a leather business back in the day, way back in the day. So it's like, you know, I gravitate to the things that I know a little bit. I got this for $2.99. They're selling 8 to 12. So again, not a huge profit in that, but a little bit of money to be made. And that was that store. So then I went on to the Salvation Army. And they're really good on clothes. Their hard goods section is terrible. Oh, shoot. I got something that I left in the car. Darn it. Well, I'll have to show you guys next week. Or if I can figure out how to edit video, maybe I'll take a picture of it. But I bought I got a soup tureen, ceramic, with an actual ladle in it, made of ceramic. So this person, and it's a company out of Alaska. It's a potter out of Alaska. And they made this big, beautiful soup tureen. And they made the lid with the little indentation to put the ladle. And then they actually made the ladle to go with it. And I got it for $2.99, which was like mind-blowing. So it looked like someone was trying to sell it at a yard sale because it had a price on the side of $14.99. So I asked them, I'm like, which is the right price? And they're like, oh, the $2.99 is our tag. I'm like, perfect. So I got that. And I'm so sad. It's out in the car and it's snowing hard and I can't go run get it. So I'll have to show you that later. I can't believe I forgot that. Sorry, guys. I also picked up a couple of shirts. Again, tie-dye-ish. What's cool about these is they are both made in America, made in the USA. So this brand is out of San Francisco. It's a brand called Margaret O'Leary, San Francisco. So it is a high-end brand. Their tag also says made in the USA. Does it? Yes, it does. And it's just a really pretty shirt. It's long sleeve. It's a lady's small, so it's a little too small for me. But I thought it was really pretty. And I was surprised when I looked up the brand, the Margaret O'Leary. They do really well. So I paid $2.99 for that. And right now I'm seeing best offer on $49 for something similar. So I don't know exactly how much it sold for. But the listings are like $42 to $50. So it's in that range somewhere. So that's that one. And then the other one that I picked up is a brand called Snowskins, Snowskins, also a made in the USA brand. It even says, can you see it? Small, made in the USA. Snowskins. And it's a cute little top. You know, what's interesting, this is a small, and again, I'm a medium. This actually fits me. It's a little bit snug in the chest, but I could get away with wearing this. But I have enough shirts like this, so we're gonna sell this one. I paid $1.99 for it, and the Snowskin stuff is selling $25 to $30, so that's kind of cool. Then I had my most interesting find of the day, and we're gonna save that till the very end. I found an army jacket at Salvation Army, which I guess army, but anyway, it needed to be rescued. It did not belong there. So I'm going to talk about that last because we're going to go into detail about some of the medals and buttons and things on the jacket, which, you know, I've been learning for the past 24 hours. I think it's pretty cool. So I did go to one more Goodwill, which was a madhouse. It's a smaller Goodwill. I usually find great things there, but I've never seen so many people there. I mean, the parking lot was completely full. It was insane. I mean, people were grabbing over people and I just had to get away. So in the back corner, in the top, they had a bunch of boxes of things and nobody was back there. So I found a couple things back there. And I paid up for one of them. I got this Motorola baby monitor. new in box. It's open box. Somebody has opened it, but I looked at everything and it is all pristine. It's all still, like the camera still has the plastic over the front of it, etc. These are selling for $50. I mean, a bunch of sold at $49.99. I paid $19.99. So, you know, it's a $30 profit if it sells. Hopefully it'll sell pretty quickly. The sell-through looks good on these. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully that does okay. And then I picked this up just because, you know, sometimes you get attracted to things even if they're not a huge seller. So this was $4.99 and they sell for about $15 to $20. So this is a trinket box, glass, new in box. I'm going to open it just for a second. It was open box already, but you can see that it's still brand new. It's still all in its original packaging and stuff. It still had wrapping paper on the outside a little bit. So someone got it as a holiday gift and was not all that into it. So, you know, the top of it is a bow, and I'm not going to open the bottom part, but it's basically, it looks like a gift, like a gift box, which is kind of cool with a red bow, right? So it's like that. The brand is called Shannon by Godinger, and it's Godinger Galleries present box. So that's what that is. I paid $5 for it. Like I said, they sell around $15, so it's hopefully a $10 profit, and there was a sell-through rate on that, so I mean it was selling. All right, so I'm sad about the soup tureen, but other than that, that is everything except for this army jacket. So let's take a look at this army jacket. This was literally just hanging on a, what do you call it, like one of the posts in the center of the store. It was just hanging there. And I asked the cashier about the army jacket, and he said, we don't have any army jackets here. So I went and picked it up, and I asked how much it was. And it was $14.99, I believe. And I happily paid that to rescue it from the store. So all of these pins here were in the pocket, but the jacket had like the holes where the pins were before. So I was able to put them back. This gentleman, this is an honorable discharge right there. So he was honorably discharged. This is U.S. Army. So let me just bring this in a little close. So this, whoops, nope, this one, it's gold color. So that signifies Army, U.S. Army. The size on it is a 40 regular, which it says in there. This is... I think is the thing that says combat engineer. So this gentleman was an engineer. And this here is his rank. So he was a technical corporal. So the T is the technical. Obviously he's an engineer, so technical. And he was a technical corporal. The other things we can learn about this one over here, I believe says that it was the European theater. Now someone online was, I did post this in a group, and someone told me one of these was about the infantry and the division and all of that. So I didn't write that down. I'm not sure about that. This one says something about European theater. This one says something about Asia Pacific. So he served a couple different tours of duty. You can see on here, he's got 3 bars. That means each bar is for, each gold bar is for 6 months of service. So he served 18 months in the Army. So it could be that he was, you know, he was deployed to Europe and then went to Asia, or vice versa, went to the Pacific, I should say. So now the medals. Now I wrote, where did I write this down? So someone translated some of these for me. I know what some of them are because when I looked them up, I found some of them. I don't know what the stars are in the middle of the medals. And it looks like on one of them, there's a hole in the center, which leads me to believe there was a star that was lost somewhere. It was not in any of the pockets. But the top row is American campaign. And then we've got Asia Pacific campaign with star. We've got Philippine liberation with a star. And we've got World War II victory. And then the next row has an Army Good Conduct Medal. And then someone said potentially American campaign, and someone said Europe, possibly East Africa campaign. I don't know what this is, but it seems to have that same symbol as the the engineer thing. So it's probably some sort of a medal having to do with what he did. The buttons are brass. It's just a beautiful piece. I don't think there's anything else that I missed. That is the sleeves. There's buttons up here, but they're just the typical, they have the American Eagle on them. So yeah, it's an amazing condition. It is wool. It feels warm. I can't believe my shirt keeps falling down. So anywho, it's really something. So I'm pretty excited. I mean, some of the patches themselves are selling online for $10 or $11. Some of the buttons, the medals, things like that are selling online as well. So the plain jackets are not selling for that much, but the complete uniforms with all of the stuff, the honorable discharge and all of the pins and medals are selling pretty well. So 65, I've seen them all the way up to 200. Some of the jackets alone, only 20. I think somewhere between 65 and 100 is reasonable for this. I have no idea how long it will take to sell. It's probably going to need to find, the right collector. So again, back with the totals, which I'm remembering twice this time. I spent right at $100, a few cents under. And I think overall, with everything. And I think most of these things will sell within 3 to 6 months. And I think that we're looking at about $400 in profit, or $400 total, so about $300 in profit. And that is the absolute minimum. All right, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. That really does help me when you hit the little thumbs up at the bottom. Subscribe, share with other people. I'm trying so hard to grow this channel. Learning so much, like literally every time I go out, I am looking up things. I spend hours just doing research there in the different stores and stuff, just trying to figure out what I'm looking at. I feel like I've learned a lot so far. Hopefully I'm helping you to learn things, as we go here. The whole goal has been for you guys to learn along with me. And hopefully when we look back a year from now at some of these videos, we'll have learned a whole lot more, and we'll have bought things that bring us more than $10 each, right? So that's the dream, that's the goal, is to get find things with a high sell-through rate, like I said last week, and just keep on rocking. So thanks so much. Stay tuned. Next week we'll be back with another haul video. My goal is to get all of these things up on eBay this week. I'm a little behind. I say that every week. I got most of last week's things up. I think I'm probably like 3 or 4 things that still need to go up. I'm way, way, way behind on things that I bought a year and a half ago, but we'll get to that. But yeah, most of these things are small enough that I should be able to get them up pretty quickly, and you'll see them in the store. All right, so like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you want to see more of or less of, or I don't know, anything that you know that I don't know about some of the things that I showed you today. So, all right, well, thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.